back today for day 3 of sleep week. I had another rough night of sleep and have been thinking a lot about this and hope that you are thinking more about your own sleep patterns as you've been watching Sleep Week. If you haven't seen the first 2 videos, feel free to hop back and watch those videos, but you don't necessarily have to before you watch this video. Today I'm going to talk about waking in the night, the kind of sleep disruption that means that you're waking up in the night. So yesterday we talked about when you have trouble falling asleep, and in tomorrow's video we're going to talk about when you wake up too early, which is my biggest thing, waking up 3 or 4 hours before my alarm and not being able to go back to sleep. But today we're going to talk about waking in the night, about insomnia, and just like with the other videos, I'm going to ask you to start just by noticing. If you struggle with insomnia, if you wake up in the night, start noticing the components of that. What are the variables that play out when that happens? What are the variables that are happening during the day before that? And as you start to notice those things, making, again, minor adjustments. We're not trying to make huge changes, but starting to notice and make minor adjustments is going to make your sleep better. So we're keeping with the theme of noticing. We're going to notice in our patterns around insomnia and our sleep habits through paying attention to thoughts, actions, and feelings, as usual. Thoughts, actions, and feelings around insomnia. Benny, do you need a treat? We need a puppy ASMR moment. Benny the therapy dog. So let's start with thoughts. If you wake in the night, if you fall asleep, however long it takes you to fall asleep, and then some few hours after you fall asleep, you wake up in the middle of the night, there are thoughts, actions, and feelings that are tied up in that. And that's what I want to invite you to start to notice and start to kind of pull apart. So let's start with thoughts. So when you wake in the night, you're going to start thinking something. You're going to notice, you're just, oh my gosh, I'm awake now, or again, I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep. I'm going to feel terrible tomorrow. Why does this keep happening? And then probably in tumbles all of the other thoughts about your anxieties, about what happened during the day, about what's coming tomorrow, about what's happening globally. All of these thoughts will start tumbling in. So often people tell me when they have insomnia, they will lay there and their brains will just churn and churn and churn and churn full of thoughts, and that is really difficult to manage and makes it difficult to get back to sleep. In terms of actions, what you're doing when you have insomnia is part of your sleep habits. So are you staying in bed? Are you getting up? If you aren't making decisions about that, if you're just laying there and just kind of passively letting it happen to you, that may be a place that you can start adjusting some of your actions around your decision making. So for example, if you have insomnia, what's up? You got some insomnia, Benny? Here, have another treat. If you have insomnia, give yourself a treat in the night. Maybe not a dog treat, but I don't know, some kind of little treat by your bed. Make yourself feel a little bit better. So if you are waking in the night and you are laying there for about 15 minutes, you're trying to get back to sleep. If after 15 minutes you aren't getting back to sleep, you should consider getting up and doing something, sitting on the couch, watching TV on a low volume, reading a book, something like that. Something to occupy your mind, using an action to help direct your thoughts in a way that's going to soothe you. The rule with that, though, is as soon as your eyes start feeling heavy, you got to get back in bed. You're doing so good. Just lay here. Just lay down. I know, all you want is treats, but you gotta just be cool. I just gotta finish this video, okay? Just be cool. Yeah, we're doing this in one take. Other examples of actions that you might take if you have insomnia are things like, are you going to do relaxation exercises? Are you going to, sometimes people will keep paper next to their bed and jot down their thoughts to kind of help clear out their head, to help go back to sleep. So that counts as an action also. So pay attention to what actions you're doing and how those are affecting your insomnia and affecting your sleep. And of course, feelings. When you have an insomnia episode, when you wake in the night, you're going to have those feelings of dread. You're going to have those feelings of anxiety. You're going to have all of the feelings that accompany this very uncomfortable experience. And those are totally natural and normal and reasonable. All right, Benny's drawing good boundaries about his own needs. So thank you, Benny, for comforting me for that period of time. Paying attention to your feelings when that happens and letting those feelings exist. It's okay to feel frustrated and upset and overwhelmed by your insomnia, but that doesn't have to mean that you just lay there and do nothing. You can take actions and you can try to manage your thoughts in a way that that helps reduce some of those feelings. But this is a good place to take note of what's happening, because if during the day you're not making space for your feelings and you're not making space for what's happening inside of you, you're just distracting and you're focusing outwardly, those things are going to come up at night. So if you have insomnia, it may be a signal that you aren't doing the kind of processing during the day that you need to be doing to ensure that you're getting a good night's sleep. So if you do struggle with insomnia, it may be worth talking to a therapist and working on some of that stuff, getting some space for your thoughts and feelings during the day. It's also not a bad idea to talk to your doctor, especially right now. A lot of people are having disrupted sleep, and that makes everything worse. And so if you aren't able to get a good solid night's sleep, it's worth talking to a doctor about as well. There are non-addictive, gentle medications that can help with that for short periods of time. It's nothing to be afraid of to talk to your doctor about. So that's it for day 3 of Sleep Week. I will see you tomorrow. Again, we're going to talk about early rising tomorrow, and then on day 5, we're going to talk about dreams. I'm hearing a lot of people having trouble with dreams and nightmares, and even just uncomfortable and anxious dreams, and so we're going to talk about that on Friday. Hit me up over on Facebook and on Instagram, and my Twitter is rolling, so you could be one of my first 50 followers on Twitter if you want to join me over there. I am working on some new projects you're going to be hearing about soon, some new courses. Of course, Anxiety is an Asshole, the 6-week course, is still up on my website, drkarenmcdowell.com. And if you have requests for videos or topics, please send those over to drkarenmcdowell.com/askme, and I will work on those for you. Hope you're having a great week, getting some rest. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the video. Thanks.